So this is what I need you to draw attention to. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Jonah, do you have a question?
Oh yeah, do you remember the thing we did with the 1 month?
Yeah.
We've done that. Should we just find the rectangles and divide it by 3?
Okay, so no, because it wasn't a pyramid. Okay, so let's talk about our pyramids. How do we identify a pyramid? Somebody raise their hand and describe to me how I identify a pyramid. Okay, we have one base and all the sides are triangles that meet at a point. The base is in a circle. If the base is a circle, we call it a cone. We'll get there here in a moment. So if it is a pyramid, we have 1/3 area of the base times the height. So like in this guy right here, we have a pyramid. So volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height. What is our base? What shape? Okay, so our base is a rectangle. Rectangle, square. I mean, it's like we didn't do a whole unit on that. Quadrilaterals. Addie, can you tell me how I know that this is not a square? Because the two sides are different numbers. Okay, so the volume is going to be 1/3. The area of our base is 10 times 11. And then, Jack, what's the height of our pyramid? So notice how when we're talking about the height of our pyramid, we're going from that tippy top vertex point to the center of our base at a 90-degree angle. Okay. Now, when we did surface area, that's not what we used. When we did surface area, we needed that measurement right there. Okay. Yes.
Should it be possible that the pyramid and the tip would all meet up? Could it be like not exactly over the middle?
Yes. Did you put this in your calculator? What'd you get? Yes. That's fine. Okay, so whoa, Keegan got 586.7 cubic inches. Do you agree with Keegan's calculation? Yeah. Amazing. Awesome. So we're gonna skip number 2. You can do that in your sleep. Okay. I want you and your elbow partner to sift through number 3.
Okay, so it's a square because 14 and 14. Why are you telling me 14 times 14. 14 times 14 divided by
Times.
times the height, which is 45. It's the height, not 25. Oh, that's like the height of the triangle. So that means you have to do like Pythagorean theorem and make it a right angle. So 7 times 25 times 25 divided by 49.
Minus 49.
Minus 49. So that is so. What's 25 times 25? 625. Minus 49. I am a human. Okay. Is the base?
He's already.
Jack looks like he needs some help.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
Is it 586?
Do you? See, he's fine.
You look confused, Jack.
I got 156.
When Adri gets back. All right. Make 5. Make 5. That means look at me and make 5 and shut your mouth. Make 5. All right. Thanks. Okay. So we have 1/3. Carson, how do we find the area of the base? Carson, how do we find the area of the base? 14 times 14, we have a square base. Jake, what's the height of our pyramid?
Or number 3?
Yep,
Oh.
24.
you are not Jake.
Like about 24.
How'd you get 24?
The Pythagorean theorem.
Okay, so we know that this is 7 and we're looking for our height. So 7 squared plus height squared equals 25 squared, which apparently, according to Colton and not Jake,
No, Jake said it too, remember?
is 24. Ben, what's the volume?
The volume is 1,568 feet cubed.
I was very impressed how many of you didn't even miss a beat. Hey, we have to use the Pythagorean theorem and went right to it. Thank you for that. Okay,
So did she asked what we did? Didn't I said the Pythagorean?
okay.
I didn't do it.
So now, in number 4, we have a triangular base. So volume equals still 1/3 area of the base times the height. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my triangle here.
I know I'm right. It's 7.5, the whole line.
Yeah, it's the whole line.
Okay, so let's talk about how we find the area of a triangle. We find 1/2, just stop arguing. 1/2 base times height. We need the measurements that are attached to the right angle in that base triangle. What are those 2 numbers, Stella? The base and the height of the triangle. Stop talking, please. 12 and 7 point. Okay, and then the height of our pyramid is 10. So if we take 1/3 times 1/2 times 12 times 7.5 times 10. You already have it? You're not even on the right page right now.
Yes, I am.
I'm not talking to you.
Usually when you say something angry, it's that.
If you think this is my angry voice.
No, angry, not mad.
What'd you get, Sophia? Ooh.
I got 150.
I got 105. I got 150. 150. I got 150. 150.
That was not a lot.
I got 150.
150.
I was so right.
Yeah, who got 2 that they divided by 2?
And then nothing? How?
Yeah.
How what?
Because you have a triangular base. So that's why you.
So I punched this into my calculator. I don't see a 15 here at all.
Well, isn't that the thing that's only half? Oh, we thought 7.5 was half of the line. We thought 7.5 was half the line.
I don't understand. I don't.
She thinks 7.5, she thinks it's
From the
he thinks
middle
it's
of
just
the
going
triangle.
from the triangle to the middle.
I did 12 times 3 times 10 divided by.
It's like the ring.
And I'm pretty sure that was.
Okay, so do you see how this dotted line, it goes all the way? Okay, I'm sorry about that. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to do number 5 and 6.
Thank you.
Your computer broke between second hour and
Just see Logan's computer.
what happened?
It's kind of a long story, but pretty much I put the computer on the edge of the table and then Brady set his bag down on it and it just like folded backwards.
That's too bad. I'm so
But
sorry
it-
about
It
that.
was Brady's fault, not mine. Brady will pay for it.
Which Brady? I am thinking that both of these require maybe a little extra calculation.
I know. Hardcore scares right there. Phrase like that or something like that. I think give me my phone. No, I can't.
According to my calculations.
Wait, this will work. For the calculator. What'd you get?
You're better than one.
No, on which one?
Number 6.
I got 266.
Wait, what is that last digit?
Yeah.
Both red.
You're both wrong.
We'll see.
What'd you get for five? Alright, that's wrong. Which one? I got. It's terrifying.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
Do you have to do anything actually? Oh, that's it. I figured my mistake out. We're number 5. I didn't do 1/2 space on height, but. What?
Yeah, it is accent.
Yeah, it is tax. I guess you got one. Yeah, what's 50 times? You have a calculator. You find a mistake. You have your bag. Are you in your bag? I don't know.
Okay, maybe we need to be careful with our language. No, you didn't. Okay, eyes up here. Here are the 2 answers. Okay, let's say one under 5 first. Okay, our volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height, and our base is a triangle. Now, do we have both the base and the height of the triangle? No. Okay, we have 14, but we need to know this right here. So 14 squared plus x squared equals 22.1 squared.
I just did 14 times 22.1.
That's why you got it wrong. Now, let's talk about why that was wrong.
Wait, Miss Holman, I did 22.1, or like I did that, but then for the missing side, I got 22.1.
That doesn't seem right. So do you see how this is a right angle right here? The base and the height in the triangle are touching the right angle. So we have to do Pythagorean theorem to find this side. What do we get for this?
17.1.
Okay, so this is 17.1. This is 14. So our triangle is 1/2 times 14 times 17.1. Okay with that, Ben?
Yeah, I just messed up.
Okay. And then our height is 19. So that's how we get that answer right there. Okay, raise your hand if you got 230.9.
What? 266.7. I also got 266.
All right. So let's talk about what went wrong here. Okay, first of all, can we all agree that the height is 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So then here is our triangle, Euler base. What kind of triangle is this? It is an acute equilateral triangle. So because if it's equilateral, all of the angles are 60. It's drawn at, I mean, it's like at an angle. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's a three-dimensional figure. It's not oriented straight on.
That makes sense. So if basically if you rotate the low like that, then it goes.
Okay, now, Layla, how do we figure out the height of this? Oh, we get two 30, 60, 90 triangles where this right here is 5. So this is 5 radical 3. Hey guys, we still haven't talked about cones yet. The more you talk, the more time you waste and the less time we have to talk about cones. Okay? So our base of the triangle is 10. Our height is 5 radical 3. That's how we get this right here.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I read that.
So since this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and we knew that the short leg was 5, short leg to long leg, we multiply by radical 3. Since it's an equilateral, we know all of them are 60-degree angles. So when we draw the height, that's still a 60-degree angle. This is 90, 30, 60, 90.
Oh, the half of it is.
Yeah. Okay, so now, yeah,
Wait.
you can do Pythagorean theorem and get the same thing. Sure, it'll take more time. I mean, that's why we have the shortcuts. But, all right, so here we go. Cones. Hey, we find the volume of a cylinder, pi r squared h. So a cone, 1/3 pi r squared h. Right? Just like the pyramid. Hey, do you remember the video that we just watched where he poured the rice into the pyramids? Okay, we could do the same thing with a cone and a cylinder. If a cylinder and a cone have the same base and height, their volumes are going to have a 1:3 ratio. So when we find the volume of a cone, we're going to take 1/3 pi r squared h. So like for number 7, we're going to take 1/3 pi 9 squared times 17. Okay. Finally what? Okay. Now Carson, I have a question. When we go to do number 8, what calculation are we gonna have to do before we plug into the formula? Okay, we have 5 as our diameter. We would have to say, hey, our radius is 2.5 here. Okay. Same thing with number 9. We have the diameter and not the radius. What else? But what else?
Wait, if a cone is the base and height as like a cylinder, is it a third of it?
Mm-hmm. So I just said, yep. Okay. So in number 9, and we're not gonna do this all the way through. What is the radius? 13.5. And if we need the height, then we're gonna have to do Pythagorean theorem. What do we call the measurement that's 22.5? This is the slant height, okay? And we need this for surface area, but we need the cone height for volume, okay? Go ahead and turn to page 33. From 33 to 34, 1 through 11. Actually, 1 through 10. 1 through 11. 1 through 11. 1 through 11.
Yeah, we have questions. I put 2016 feet squared and he put.
I could not read that.
Oh. I'm sorry. Could you not read that 144?
I'll get to this after you. You need it in Spanish.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
This is right, but that's wrong. So you still have the same score.
Okay.
Okay.